Hello, 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 and welcome to hello, and welcome to hello, and welcome to Pop Cartoon Kabala, 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 Kabala. Coming at you live from the Ella Valley. It is hot and sunny, and if I didn't come upon a description of a tradition about how to deal with it, I might push myself too hard and get burnt out, because that has been my practice, actually, is push myself a little hard and get a little burnt out when possible. Because if I don't, then you get burnt out the other way, from not pushing hard enough, from just swallowing and being in, which is a worthwhile discipline to be able to do, It's one of the great virtues of fasting is you don't have to run around as much if you're fasting. Like, you just don't have to. Your body doesn't need you to. So you can take a second. And this is even, let's say, a 4 or 5 hour long fast in between meals during the day, or whatever range of taking a break makes it easier for us to process along the way. A lot of it in the summertime is just avoid being outside during certain hours of the day. Here he suggests between the 4th and 9th hours of the day, which I think of as the middle afternoon, presuming a day divided into 12s, 4th to 9th, 5, 6, 7, 8, solid 4 hour loop in the middle, and there's only 3 of those in a day. So basically the middle part of the day. His patterns and his description of the 12 parts of the day parallel, of course, 12 months of the year, the big circle. He addresses at great length a complex theory of each hour of the day in their intervening parts, Bnei Yisasschar. Because we went pretty far down the deep Arizal hole. He's talking about just the hours of the day. Yudbet Shtaot, Begabatria, Yudbet Sirufe Havaya. They are what they are. The 12 orders, the 12 orders of the tetragrammaton that each moon has, that we've already sort of addressed. Yes, Tammuz, yes, and he just breaks them all down into just little parts. Breaks them into the 9 and then 13, into the 22, which becomes the 24. The 6 steps as the final fixings in between Arik and Zer. Covers a lot of ground. The lacking in the name that makes the unfulfillment of the time. I think I'll start from there. Because in this world, the name is not whole. The Vav and the Hey, the Wow and the Hey, the true and the real are deeply unwhole. Wisdom and understanding might have some wholeness in this world. Who knows? But witness, truth, and reality, it's missing an olive. There's no Yud in Jerusalem and no Vav in Eliyahu. The 28, which is the strength of the God, which is the gematria of the 28, is expected to come and fill those gaps eventually. But in the meantime, it's very rough, Oh, speedily return the crown to its glory. And let's read that very large, right? There's something that feels deeply unright in the world. And we have a deep, inherent hope that whatever it is will become right. The thing that's somehow alienated from in our whole experience of being people, in our families, in our lives, speedily returned to its true form. It's kind of a Buddhist concept also, right? There's like a true name that's there for a thing, but we use the wrong names, so we misread the things. And I've heard it compared to like a hurricane comes to a kitchen. It's one of those both Buddhist and Breslov parables. Hurricane comes in the kitchen, heard it from Roger Kamenetz, and just switches all the labels on all the spices, and just all the things are just like the labels get blown off and just put on different things. And how much of the work of the world is tasting and noticing to see what a thing is by tasting, by noticing. Neloshot chasarim hema ba'alef bet otiev aleph hey vav yud alkein. And so the missing letters, aleph hey vav yud ahoy. Alkein achartiot alayavotiot gushim. So after these four letters, aleph hey vav and yud, you never have a dagesh. A dagesh is a like a vowel form. Yeah, I'm recording a thing, Levo. No, I love you. Right, there's a harshness in language and communication that isn't optional a lot of times. A dagesh. I want to pronounce it, but there's even a taboo against pronouncing it. It's like a stop. It's like a stop sound. Like, and I think it can be understood as the tone our voice takes when we're being assholes, right? This sort of strong tone that just, no matter what you say, just seems obnoxious. And it's very hard sometimes in communicating what feel like very reasonable things to acknowledge and relieve the weight of the dagesh in our tone. Like the dot, the thing inside. Like there's no thing inside a hey. There's no hard way to say aleph or hey or wow or yud. Well, wow is controversial. I guess they found fun. They found fun to do. If it was wonderful. Or it was wonderful. No, these letters are not to be read hard, and they are such fundamental letters. The aleph, the original missing aleph, the yud from Yerushalayim, we just made it Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim. The missing yud. The U from Eliyahu. He's just Eliyahu. Eliyahu's pretty good. Eliyahu's awesome. I've never met an Eliyahu who wasn't super awesome. But the little bit of U would make him arrive. U. U. And these are the ones that cannot be hardened. There is no hard version of these letters. U. You say U in a mean way. Oh, oh, it's challenging. Oh. Huh. Huh. It's close, but it's already almost a different thing. The hard huh. 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 In the seven doubles, it's the hard one, strength and judgment, restraint, the left hand path, just refusal. Mashen ken rafahu memutak. And what is not like this is the soft way of saying things. Va. Interesting overlap from the soft vet to the hard vav. It's not so hard after all, even in its vaviest form. It's not a bub. Yud hey bub hey. It's not like a b. It's a va. Vajad. Chafaret. Right, the seven doubles, the soft version. The hard one is the one when they're named after Beged Kaparet. Vejed Chafore. Chafo. Right. How soft can we get that? Oh, the ow. Oh, reish. Oh, reish. How soft can you make your reish? It's a mystery. The French have been working on it for some time. Unrestrainedly. Because the soft is the sweet. I want to say in this context, and I want to say in many contexts, we think of hardness as rough and softness as sweet. Right. And after these letters will come back in their words, there won't be judgment or roughness in the world as soon as these come back, right? If Jerusalem had its you, it wouldn't be so rough. If there wouldn't be quite as much judgment, right? There's times and places where decrying judgment is irresponsibility, and Jerusalem is where we do that. Decry judgment, because what can you do? Because what can you do? Because what can you do? Lo ye'od chozek hadin ba'olam, because there'd be a day and there'd be a space where there wouldn't have to be judgment or obnoxiousness, right? Ever again, right? Uk'e'et be'et hachisaron ba'olam hariali. Ever again, right? Uk'e'et be'et hachisaron ba'olam hariali. Hen hem hayamim ha'ilech chaf bet minyan. Ahoy. Aleph hey wow you. But now, in the lack in this world, in these days, the 21 are the order. Sorry, the 22 are the order of Aleph, Hey, Vav, Yud, 10, 6, 21, 22. Yep, Aleph, Hey, Vav, Yud is 22. The soft letters are 22. Hushamadad Yitzra de Gvurot. Ooh, and is there the knowledge of the crown of the judgments, which is the non-judgments, the pre-judgments. It's a good idea just to go on the ocean and write on the side of the boat just those words, ahoy. It's a thing they write and say along all the boats for good luck. Ahoy. And we learn from this, it's good to schlep a little bit. Ahoy. According to the Rizal. And there's a footnote there. Oh, in the context of Shavuos. And Tubav. Chiyut gadol l'modei havaya. Ahoy. Gufa Shem kadosh hetzei mein ehye havaya. Be'otiot shehen pshutot bli shum kefel. In letters that are simple without any doubling. Ve'elu otiot sham koach shesa'arat hayam no chamith pina. This is the power that the waves and the movements and the storms of the sea settle down, and they're written on the seal of the front of boats on the side that the wind blows on. Ahoy. There's a thing like that. Ahoy. For all you sailors out there. Ahoy. הנה באמת באבין וואוין החסר הנה באמת באבין וואוין החסר שניים הם. And so the truth is there's two vavs missing. אבל להיות האותיות שווים באב כאחד כשבינן להו, אבל אף על פי כן החסי הרינה לשלמות עד ט"ו באב שהוא נגד הוו. ט"ו באב. Two meaning Tet-Vav. It's the ninth, but then it's the Vav, which is the Vav Deliyahu Chasara Gam Ken V'Gal Kach Masa V'Gilamo Haven. He's trying to tell us something, but there's more to say on this. That was just the end of Chet. Come back in a minute. Things to do.